like streaming consistently, and I just fucking like stream, sleep, etc. I can't find my Roomba, a vacuum cleaner. I don't know where I found it, but I couldn't fucking find it. I gotta clean up Bonbon's little food station because he's a little 15-year-old boy. Getting messy as shit. There's food on the walls. Food all over the place. Crazy little boy. I'll be right back. Yo. Hello. It's me. Spaceboy. I'm him, he's me. Play James Randall. These are all things you know. What am I saying? Actually, these aren't things you know. Someone in chat was like, hey, does Spaceboy play James Randall? And I think they were serious. Which is okay. That's fine. I need food. Bro, I ordered last night. I ordered from one of my favorite taco trucks in downtown LA that I haven't had in a while. And they, I ordered a side of beans, right? And they put them on a plate. That's weird, right? They put them on a plate, not a bowl, not like a container. They put them on a plate. Yeah, it was weird, man. It was mad weird. It was very complicated. It turned into a whole process. Yeah, they put them on a plate. They put them on a little styrofoam plate. And so, like, the whole plate, because obviously, like, it's beans. They're borderline liquid. Not quite liquid. They're like a paste. They're not quite there, but they're like a paste. And so it was like a plate. But then, like, the whole plate was covered in beans. Like, the whole surface area of the plate had bean. Really weird. It was fine. It was easy to eat. It was refried beans. It was refried beans. It was bizarre. Good. Actually, it wasn't very good. They weren't the best beans. They weren't very seasoned. Dude, I love being a streamer. I just talk about shit, and that shit, like, that works. That functions. Maybe they're out of bowls. Yeah, it's possible. Certainly possible. Did you enjoy Bray's return? Yeah, it was fucking tight, man. Very cool. It was very good stuff. Damn, I am super hungry. I might have to eat at the very beginning of stream today, as opposed to later in the day. Yeah, that shit was tight, man. Bray's return was very cool. Very, very cool. I love when not just wrestling but media in general, but mostly wrestling, I love when predictable is good. Like, we all knew it was Bray. And we were all still so excited. It was good shit, man. They knew damn well we would all know it was him. And we sure did all know it was him. And it was fucking dope. Oh, there's my G Fuel logo. To my knowledge, my Manscaped sponsorship is over. So I get to replace everything with just like the super clean G Fuel logo. I say to my knowledge, that's how blissfully fucking unaware I am. To be fair, it's been a busy time. I love the G Fuel logo, dude. My favorite sponsor. It's just so clean, man. Yeah, they did good, man. Pro wrestling is fun. Pro wrestling is a fun, beautiful, exciting thing. I love it. It's good. It's good. Even, well, I was gonna say even when it's bad, it's good, but that's not true. When pro wrestling is bad, it's fucking miserable. But when it's good, it's great. I'm still just waking up, you guys. I'm getting some caffeine in me. Starting the day. Hot and fucking hot in LA still, man. Not heat wave levels, but definitely getting to the point where, I mean, oh no, it's cooling down. We're getting into fall like next week. But 85 is starting to feel cool because of how hot it's been. I need James to die early in today's stream so I can get some exercise. Almost freezing at Cars and Coffee. Hell yeah. I miss cold weather sometimes. Like it was either today or last night. I think it was last night. No, it was today. As soon as I woke up, I asked my little Amazon thing. I'm not gonna say its name so I don't turn on yours. I asked it what the weather was, and it's like, it's 87 degrees. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I don't get too sick of the heat. Like, it doesn't really get to me. But I'm realizing now it's October. I'm like, hey, can it be like 75 maybe? Like, can we do that instead of 85? I'd be cool with that. But apparently that starts like next week, which is nice. I see a bunch of resubs coming in. I'll get to all y'all. I see you guys. Trying to decide if I should be an idiot with my money and order food or just go put something in the microwave. And that's a tough call. Nah. Actually, I don't know if I have anything to just heat up. Blau pulling 13k viewers. Yeah, man. TwitchCon IRL streams go hard. When me and Vader did his, he had like a solid 30k the whole weekend. It was fucking insane. Just mind-boggling. 20 to 30k all weekend. TwitchCon IRL goes hard, man. Why didn't you go? Bro, I've been to so many TwitchCons. I've been to like 7 cons. 4 of them TwitchCon. I went out for a day, met up with a bunch of friends, drove home. Yeah, the Megan Thee Stallion show looked fucking tight. That was cool, man. Jake and Bake met with the president of Twitch, and in a much kinder way said he was an out-of-touch old rich boomer. That sucks. But it's also worth noting he's not the only one in power. President oversees day-to-day operations. Emmett Shear is still the big dog.
Yeah, bro. There's hella fire.
Fill your pockets. Thanks for the 3 gifted subs. Thanks. Yeah, I went through the Nopixel meetup picture on the stream last night. It was fucking sick. Let me make sure my Manscaped Sponsorship is over. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. Sick. Bon. The door open enough for you? Can you get in? Did I fuck up? No, you can get in, bro. Come on, figure it out. You got this. You're a smart boy. Come on, Bon. Hold on. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Stop. I stayed up late playing video games. I don't even know when I went to bed. Cyberpunk is so good, dude. Some of the bugs are so fucking funny, though. Took me a long time to encounter any bugs. Took me a long time to discover any bugs, but there was obviously I won't spoil it. Game's still new as fuck and people are only just now starting to give a shit about it. There was a pivotal moment where a character died. Sorry, spoilers. Someone in the game dies. And it was this big dramatic scene. Or at least it was supposed to be. And in my game broke. And they were just standing there. They were just there. Just like standing still. When they get killed. It was so fucking funny. This big dramatic scene. Bust in, fucking take them out. And they're just standing there. It was so funny. Supposed to be this big dramatic death. I'm just like, anyway, but it was great. I loved it. It was charming. I fucking love the game. I maintain that game just came out at the wrong time. It came out during a horrible point in human history where everybody was scared and depressed. There was no way we could properly enjoy it. I have no idea how you guys are guessing who. I literally just said a character died. And y'all are like, oh yeah, I remember. Hello? You guys have no idea who I'm talking about. So many fucking people die in that game. I'm like 35 hours in and I think like 7 people have died. And y'all are like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. There's not a lot of moments to assume which one. Yes, there are. So many fucking people die. There's so many crazy fucking like intense deaths in that game. In my last like 10 hours alone, I think 2 people have fucking picked the bucket. Either way, it was funny as fuck. I was fighting a boss and I got him to like 10% HP. And he just like stood there like stuck like 5 feet above the ground, just like standing there. And so like the final like 5-10% of the fight was just me just shooting a target dummy. Game's a little messy, but it's also really good. I'm enjoying it a lot. Favorite guns? I like the well, the first one that I actually like. I'm not a huge fan of the gun design in general. Yeah, the Aldecaldo sniper is fucking sick. Makes no sense. It's like a, the scope is like binoculars. It's like 2 eyes, and when you scope in, it implies that like you're holding the sniper like this, like at your chest, and then looking like down the visor with like both eyes. It just makes no sense. It's hilarious. It looks good. It sounds good. I run sniper, katana, and then whatever the fuck. Primary sniper, secondary katana, tertiary whatever. I play on easy. My build doesn't matter. I fucking smoke anything. I don't think the game's combat is good enough to warrant on playing anything above easy. It's a very modern world, very like technologically sound game outside of the bugs that very much you can tell came out recently. Combat straight out of 2012. The combat actually feels like GTA 5 first-person combat, which is not good. Yeah, hacking enemies is tight. I've been taking it real slow. Just immersion, just chilling. It's fun, man. I feel like third person would have been great in that game. Should have been a cover shooter. Should have been like GTA 5. Should have been like Control. Should have been like Max Payne. Should have been a cover shooter. Should have been an immersive open world RPG where you can toggle between third and first person like you've been able to do in GTA 5 since 2014 or 15, whenever it came out on next gen. It's insane that they didn't do that. I talk about that like every day though. Every day. Literally, we've had this conversation like every day. But yeah, no, the game would have been so much better in third person. The driving is insanely realistic though. Like I don't even like to use that word, but I've played enough like driving sims now. The motorcycle like controls, like how the throttle responds and shit, it feels like you're on a fucking motorcycle. Underrated with how realistic it feels. Like if you turn and throttle too hard, like that's exactly what it feels like turning and throttling too hard on a motorcycle. Fascinating how they captured that so well. The driving, not so much, but the motorcycle gameplay, fucking insane. Super realistic. Probably the most realistic motorcycle riding in a game I've ever seen. Even if you've ever been on like an e-bike, you'd know like that game gets it right. So many good stories in the side missions. Yeah, there's lots. I need to calm down. I don't know how far I am through the story, but I need to chill because I know I'm just going story mission to story mission to story mission. I need to chill for a little bit. One thing I still don't like at all is investigating brain dances. I every single time just look up a guide that tells me what timestamp to go to for every clue. It's so tedious and so unfun. They are not good. I try not to be hypercritical of games because I have friends in game dev. I get it. It's an insanely hard thing to do, but there's definitely some moments in the game where like I'll be playing it and I'm like, did nobody play this? Like, did nobody play this and see that it like wasn't very fun or like doesn't work? Like missions and stuff here and there. I'm not gonna answer Holden yet. I literally just logged in. I've been live for like 20 minutes. I don't want to talk to anybody at all yet. I like Loner James. We'll see what he's up to in a bit. Mechanic made you give up the game? Yeah, I mean, IGN has like super simple guides for all of them. It'll literally be like clues 3, first clue timestamp 10 seconds, second clue timestamp 15 seconds. You just go to the timestamps and go to, like, it tells you what timestamp to go to and what part of the brain dance. So it'll be like 10 seconds left side of the stage audio, 15 seconds go to the monitor visual. Like you can get them done in like 30 seconds. Yeah, the brain dances are stupid as fuck. There's literally mods so you can skip the brain dances. That's wild. Yeah, the brain dances are one of those things where I'm like, in testing, how did they not realize that this is not fun? Like why I don't know. Like in GTA, if you fail a mission enough times, it gives you an option to skip it. Right? That shit's tight. If you fail like 3 times in a row, it's like, would you like to skip to the next checkpoint? That's sick. It's also really good for like if your game's broken or if the mission is just like that section of the mission is like super fucking dull, you just skip it. That's tight. It's an open world game. There's so much to do. You shouldn't be obligated to do everything. But yeah, on PC you got mods and shit. Full nudity T-pose on a motorcycle bug? I haven't encountered that. Not since the game first came out. There's not going to be mods for console. There's not going to be mods for console in like any of the games right now that people are clamoring for mods for, like Skater XL console. Bethesda, in my opinion, set a bad precedent by offering mods on console, because now so many people think that that's somehow in some way going to be the standard. That's never going to be the standard. I would wager the only fucking company that's going to allow you to mod your console games for the next like 3-4 years
5 is gonna be fucking Bethesda. Or yeah, I guess you can do it on Minecraft too, but it sucks, man, because like Skater XL, right? Skater XL is this like really fun skate sim game, and it's really bare bones because it's a small team, even smaller now. The lead devs have left, etc. But most of the appeal of Skater XL on PC is you can mod the fuck out of it. Like there's detailed physics mods, clothing, shoes, skateboards, skaters, like detailed mods. And so then it hit on console and everyone's like, oh, so it's kind of like just the bare bones version that we all modded. And everyone's like, we need mods on console. And I'm just over here, a boomer, like, you're not gonna get mods on console. You're never gonna fucking get mods on console. Ever. I come from the days where you had to fucking JTAG an Xbox if you wanted mods on console. You had to go to your local flea market and go to the fucking booth where it's a laminated sign in Comic Sans that said Xbox 360 flashing. Shit like that. And we've not really advanced very far past that. Mods on console are not a fucking thing. If anything, with the way console prices are, I hope people kind of deviate away from consoles and just start buying like gaming laptops and shit. Because my laptop with like a 3060 and shit, same price as a PS5. Same price. Yeah, I had a JTAG 360 and a Flash 360. I bricked my Flash 360 because I did not know. Wait, I bricked one of them. I don't remember which one. I think I bricked the JTAG. I bricked my JTAG Xbox because I tried to play a legitimate copy of a game on it, and I didn't know you couldn't do that. Apparently JTAG doesn't, back in the day, didn't give you the option to play flash drive games and disc games. It converted the Xbox from being able to play disc games to flash drive games. And so I put a disc in there, and apparently when you put a disc in, it reverts it to a factory Xbox. And that was that. It was a waste of money because you had to buy new ones once they were banned. I didn't take them online ever. I never once plugged an Ethernet cable into it. I got my JTAG'd Xbox to mod wrestling games, to add like old models from like SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 into SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, because like SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 had like a scuffed version of Stone Cold Steve Austin that looked like shit, and the 2008 model was way better. So I'd like pull the files from his 08 model, transfer them over to 2011. It was fun, man. It was good. It was really cool. Because now like shit like that's easy as fuck on PC, but doing that on an Xbox in 2011 was a little different. I enjoyed it, but I fucked it up too. I remember the game I bricked it with. Mortal Kombat 9. I had a legitimate copy of Mortal Kombat 9, and I put it into the JTAG. Like, fuck it, why not? That was that. That was that. Bro, the Steam Deck is so sick. I was using Burns in San Diego. He's got fucking RuneScape and WoW. Leave me alone, I'm tired. He's got RuneScape and WoW and a fucking GameCube emulator. Like, that thing is sick as hell, dude. Steam Deck is very cool. Dakota Kai is always posting on Instagram, man. She'll be sitting on a plane 56 million feet in the air, fucking playing Red Dead, bro. Very cool. I want one, but I'm not traveling a lot right now, so I don't think I really need one, and I don't think I'm gonna be traveling much for some time. As Bon Bon gets a little older, like even my going to San Diego for a night, like he was not okay. So travel for me is on hold. Oh, someone's watching me. Yeah, if I was regularly traveling. If I was regularly traveling more, I'd get a Steam Deck. Started playing Xbox Live when it came out. I was 2007. I played my first online gaming on a console was PS2. You bought the adapter that you put into the back of the PS2, and it was shaped like a little miniature PS2. You plugged it into the back of the PS2, and you plugged the Ethernet cable in. And I played Tony Hawk's American Wasteland online, and it was awesome. It was so cool. And there was text chat, and I had a keyboard. But back in the day, I don't think PS2s had USB slots. I think you had to have like a custom PS2 keyboard. And I used that. It was so fun. And I remember, I'll never forget, Star Wars Battlefront on the PS2. I could never tell if my online play was working. Could never tell. Like, I'd play online mode, and I was so confident the whole time. I was like, these are not real players. These are fucking bots. And I, to this day, don't know. And I don't think it was working properly. I don't think it was putting me with real players. I think it was putting me with bots. Granted, this was like 17 years ago. So I don't know. And I'll never know. But yeah, the Tony Hawk community on PS2 was so fucking fun, dude. They're still alive and well. It's called Thug Pro, and it's on PC now. It's like a modded Underground 2 framework that has like every Tony Hawk map and shit. I played SOCOM online on PS2. I was so bad. I got owned constantly. Yeah. First ever online console game I played was Tony Hawk for sure. Black Ops 1 on Wii. I remember COD World at War on Wii. Just fucking around, because why not? I remember I had a Wii, and I loaned it to my cousin, and they just didn't give it back for like the longest time. And I had to like, it was the first time, and it was one of the first times in my life I remember having to be kind of like a hard ass and be like, hey, give me my shit. Give me that. I said you could have that shit for a month. It's been 3-4 months. Give me my Wii. I want to play Call of Duty. Give me that shit. With interest. Dude, this is like one of the only ladders in the game you can't slide down. If you slide down that ladder, you fall. I don't know why. I remember iToy, bro. iToy was crazy. That shit was so fun. I'm from the era where you could rent hardware. I remember. Now this is even older memories getting unlocked now. I remember renting a PS1 from Hollywood Video. See, I had an N64. And you could go to Hollywood Video. No, Blockbuster. It was Blockbuster. And you could rent a console. And I remember renting a PS1. I think all I really played on it was Tony Hawk. My earliest gaming memories are like all Tony Hawk. I couldn't play Halo. My parents adhered to game ratings. My parents were like, I maintain my parents are like super ahead of the curve on like trends and shit, and they're very smart. But one of their very, very rare L's and missteps where they totally bought into like the violent video game panic of the like late 90s and early 2000s. They were all in on that. They were like, Grand Theft Auto game's evil, like, which is not like them. Like, they are not those type of people in any way, shape, or form. Like, they're fucking smart. But that was one avenue where they were like, it was a rare L, rare misstep. So I was on like, I was in the like, can I rent this game? What's it rated? You know what I mean? Which I realized growing up was so fucking rare. Like, the more I made friends throughout my life, I'm like, wow, so I'm the only one that like that happened to? Like, none of my friends in any way, shape, or form. I was like the only one. But yeah, Tony Hawk was like my mainstay up until, and I was only allowed to play video games on the weekends up until I was like 12. I could not play video games during the school week. And I remember just being like, again, like my parents were smart, they're good parents, but that was like, video games were just like one place where they were just way behind. And honestly, it was probably for the better because it just made me want it more, and here I am, you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, no, I couldn't play Halo because of the rating and because I didn't have an Xbox, but my uncle did, and my parents one day at like a family gathering were like, fuck it, let him try it. Could not play it. Controller was way too big. Literally couldn't fucking use it comfortably. So I was like, well, I guess I can't play Halo. Huge. I was also very young. First Halo came out in 2000, right? I know the Xbox came out in 2000. I remember the Pizza Hut demo discs. I had the one that had Tomb Raider. That's all I really remember. I know it had more, but Tomb Raider is the only one I really remember. You guys remember Medieval on the PS1? I think it got remade recently. Last few years. The game scared the fuck out of me, man. Terrified. I was deeply scared of like horror games. Like, to the point that it was like, when I was young, it was like a subject in therapy. I'm not kidding. Like, horror games, horror movies, scared the fuck out of me, dude. Like, to an, like a serious, like, this kid is not okay degree. I was so fucking scared of Resident Evil 4 and the fucking chainsaw dudes. And I remember when I finally got past that and played the game, pure adrenaline. Like, I thought that shit was so cool. Took me a long time to get there. Even games that weren't horror games scared the fuck out of me. Bro, that new Devin Palmer skit about the dude who's afraid of every movie, even if it's not a horror movie, that was me with video games. Aggressive Inline was a rollerblading game, and there was one level that was a haunted house and it had ghosts. My friend got me that for my birthday, and we played it at my birthday party, and when the ghosts popped up, I screamed and shut off the PS2. In my defense, I was like 9. Oh man, I remember pirating Postal 2, man. Oh, I'm about to get my hands on this banned game. Running around pissing on Gary Coleman, like, fun game. Very silly. Oh, Fear was terrifying. Fear was like my worst nightmare. Horrifying. Game scared the fuck out of me, man. Unacceptable levels of fear from that game. I remember me and my friend got squirrely one day and we're like, fuck it. Let's try Silent Hill. And we didn't get past the loading screen. I don't remember which Silent Hill it was. I always forget, but it was the one where in the pregame, like the splash screen, there's a ghost that like floats through a bed or something. They just like float across the room and they like drift through a bed. We screamed. Probably not like, ah, but we were probably like, no, no, no. Ran out of the room. Had to go get my mom and have her go into the room and turn off the PS2. I don't know which one that was though. Horror games, there's some really good horror games nowadays, but I always get pissed off at how many of them are just glorified puzzle games. Most horror games just frustrate me because they're just fucking puzzle games. But every now and again, a banger comes along. I like, oh yeah, I always wanted to try Fatal Frame. I could never get my hands on a copy though. Yeah, I always wanted to try it. Fatal Frame is fucking, just the whole concept of it scared the shit out of me as a kid. We tried Phasmo. Yeah, it's alright. I played it when it first came out. More of a party game than anything. Remember the release of Amnesia? Amnesia ruined horror games in that it created that new genre. Amnesia was great for its time, but Amnesia should not have spawned a genre. Like, Amnesia made it so every horror game turned into, you can't fight back and there's a big scary thing you gotta hide from, but then when you're not hiding, you're solving puzzles. Every horror game became that for like a decade. It bummed me out that it like spawned a genre, but I also like the horror games that are more like everyone says Resident Evil 4 is less of a horror game and more of a military shooter. Resident Evil 4 is like my favorite survival horror game, you know? So that's what I prefer. I want to be able to fight back. I don't think I think the it's scary because you can't fight back trope is played the fuck out. That shit is mad played out. Why is it scary? Oh, you can't fight the monster. Like, so few games have done that well, in my opinion. Soma is one of them. Soma's my favorite horror game, other than Resident Evil. But that's also, I think, just because of the setting and story just being fucking amazing. Like, amazing. Yeah, Resident Evil Village and shit are good. The switch to first person only, like, I hate that trend in video games, and I feel like it's, I don't know, we were just starting to get into a world where like companies that weren't Bethesda were starting to realize, oh, we can do third and first person in the same game. And like we started getting more of that. Grand Theft Auto was like, you know, for our next gen release of this game, you're gonna be able to play in first person and third. And then Resident Evil was like, by the way, after 67 years of being a third person survival horror game, guess what? We're for an FPS now. Like, it's so fucking stupid. Hate that shit. But yeah, I did like that game. And I like that part of what made it like a spooky, scary survival horror game is the shooting mechanics were dog shit. So you kind of like sucked and had to be like really careful. But every Resident Evil was like that. The shooting mechanics were really bad. They didn't need to go first person to do that. Have I really already been live for an hour? Holy shit. Yeah, I don't fuck with first person only games, man. That's why it took me so long to get into Cyberpunk. I think a huge part of it, man, I go into this rant all the time. I need an emote for it. I've played VR, and VR taught me my field of view is not a rectangle. If I'm sitting at a desk looking at a fucking rectangle on my desk, and I'm seeing through my character's eyes, oh, my character's eyes are square, it's not immersive. And then there's just a gun. Like they're just walking around holding a gun. Like it's stupid. It's shit. It's outdated. The only place for FPS is competitive shooters. Every single player FPS should also have a third person mode, or it should be something like Doom, where literally all it is FPS. The whole game is an FPS. It doesn't have FPS elements. Like, bro, some of my most cinematic moments in Cyberpunk lately are when like it's a dialogue mission and you're just like walking behind somebody talking to them, and I like angle the camera just right where it looks like a third person game and the person I'm following is my character. And every time that happens, I just have this moment where I'm like, this game would be fucking flawless. Like if I was Takamura here, like he just looks so badass and I can see my badass character. Like, fuck first person. Save first person for your fucking competitive click on heads shooters, dude. If I want an immersive experience, I want a God's eye view. I want to be a floating entity behind my character. No, I don't want to be my character. But I would love the opportunity to go boop, you know, look through James's silly little eyes from time to time. But I also want to be able to go boop and see James Randall. No third person mod for Cyberpunk is ever happening. The animations literally don't exist. There are no third person animations. That's why there's no third person mod. The only third person mods that exist right now are like you can like walk around, and they do have them, but we can pull up a video. The third person mods on Cyberpunk are not happening. All you have to do to realize why is look at your character's shadow when you're like swinging a sword and shit. The only thing that's actually animated are your arms. Your character's body is like a base, like it's not possible. Someone will make it with the new modding software. They'd literally have to mocap everything. They'd have to fucking mocap the characters. Or like import NPC animations somehow, but even those are bare bones and limited. Prime Quinister, thanks for the $11.15. Teach me how to do James Randall's voice. Well, you constrict your throat a little bit and then go, hey, you know, talk with the back of your mouth. Hey, okay, not the front. Hey, it's all right. Hey. Anyway, thank you for watching my tutorial. And someone, thanks for the cheer coin earlier and all the subs. I saw a 2-year resub. I'll get to them, I promise. Yeah, I'd say like a modding team could probably pull it off. I don't think it'll be an individual, but yeah, if a team came together to try to make a third person Cyberpunk, I think they could pull it off. Just by, again, like pulling animations from NPCs. The player character has no personality of their own. I can't get into a third person game. Yeah, I mean, but in an RPG, you know, they have a personality. Give me a button to click. Third first. Oxidize, thanks for the 41 months. Poggers. Yeah, I'm starting to realize the more I play it, the more I'm starting to realize, and I think it goes without saying, and I don't think this is a controversial opinion purely based on the sheer fucking volume of people that are playing this game right now. I think Cyberpunk is one of the best open world games of my lifetime. Not the best. That's easily either GTA 5 or Red Dead 2. But it is firmly the best open world non-Rockstar game I've ever played. Like it's starting to give me that feeling that like Skyrim gave me, where I can just play the fuck out of it. Like I'm getting to the point now, like by any fucking chance, sorry. You're great. I understand what you were going for. I get it. But I want anime, not neo-noir. You know what I'm saying? Neo-noir, I like it. I get it. But in like a cyberpunk setting, like look at my like branding and shit. It's all like that aesthetic. It's like that neon pink and blue. Like I've been about that shit. And that to me is like a distinctly like anime aesthetic. That's not like a, like I like neo-noir, but I like neo-noir in like an 80s setting or a modern setting, not a futuristic setting. And V is like, we had to do biz. Had to get the Eddies. Me and my choom were preem. And I'm like, I get it. I know what you're doing. Like a neo-noir jazzy vibe. But I want like retro synth banging, like fast motorcycle. I can't understand a word you're saying. I'm reading the subtitles. Like, yeah, give me that shit. Cowboy Bebop was cyberpunk neo-noir. Cowboy Bebop was a space western. Foggy night, ambient music, and an old man running around frantically. What can I say? I'm a sucker for cinematics. Dude, I love the way I play James. I love that like so much of how I play this character is just running around aimlessly in the middle of the road waiting for something to happen. Like that's why I like ignore phone calls and shit when I first get on. Like I'm not doing the GTA RP Nopixel, log on the server, call up your friends, meet. No, I'm gonna run in the middle of the road and see what the fuck happens. James is a roaming NPC. Almost everyone on the server knows you don't call James. Yeah, you can, but probably no point. Anyway, someone asked, are you ever gonna stream Cyberpunk? Nah, man, I don't really stream video games. And unless there's got to be an absolute right time and a place. I was talking to Kyle about it. We were talking about how for years, like, we were like, oh man, we want to become variety streamers, And then we tried it and we're just like, eh. Like, it's just not as fun as doing roleplay. Like pulling up a video game and streaming it will never be as fun as hopping on the server and interacting with people. It just will never be anywhere near as fun. Unless I'm doing some shit like yesterday with Travis Scott at the TwitchCon party.
At the TwitchCon party.
Like that was unhinged. That was nonsense. I loved that shit, bro. That shit was so funny. Thank God for Whippy and Carmen hosting, because I checked my numbers. That bit for the hour of Genshin fucking hemorrhaged my view count. Like, that was such a niche bit that appealed to like such a small portion of the audience, myself included. Like, I thought that bro, that shit was so fucking funny. It was so stupid. I had friends watching, DMing me like, what the fuck are you doing? It was great. Oh, hey, I didn't check to see if Twitch responded to my email about the bounty. Yeah, that shit was very funny, man. On the right email? Yeah. Bounty. No, they haven't got back to me yet. I'm sure we'll be fine. Shane ever gonna come back on Nopixel? I don't know. I would love if he did. Didn't pay any attention to the game. I I had a game dev friend, and I hope they're watching this. I had a game dev friend DM me going, click the waypoint. Click the fucking waypoint. Why aren't you clicking the waypoint? And I'm just like... They're like, you are why UI designers get so mad. They're like, we have to make it as simple as possible. All right, but let's make it glowing and blinking red so they can find it. By the way, they still won't find it. Like... Wasn't a Genshin dev, but they're triple A dev. That's one thing I'm proud of. Throughout the years, I think because I did so much variety before I got into RP, I know so many people in game dev, dude, and it's so good for perspective. Like, you think you know what goes on, and then you talk to someone who's working on God of War, and you're like, oh, I don't know shit. What's your favorite pair of shoes that you own? I deadass own one pair of shoes. I own one pair of shoes. I own multiple pieces of footwear, but only one pair of shoes. I have a pair of Air Force One lows. That's it. That's all I wear. I'm not a shoe guy. I like them. But, like, it's not for me. And then when I'm not wearing shoes, I wear boots. Yeah, I bought a pair of white Vans, and holy fuck, my ankles were bleeding. They were too small. Yeah, I got a pair of vegan Docs because I don't like wearing leather. I'll eat a cow, but I feel like it's weird draping myself in one. And that's it. I got a pair of Nike combat boots too. They're fucking sick, but they don't really fit my style very well. They're a little more like tech wear. Or I'm a little more like streetwear, really. I wear a lot of Korean fashion. I sound so pretentious. I wear a lot of Korean fashion. I wear a lot of like LMC, Brain Dead. I'm wearing now. I like middle of the road fashion. Like, I ain't spending more than like 30 bucks on a t-shirt unless I'm feeling spicy, like I want to treat myself. Yeah, the Genshin shit was straight up fever dream content. I loved it though, man. I had a lot of fun, which is saying something. I never have fun playing other games on stream. I hate it. I really enjoyed that shit. Where's Holden? Probably on twitch.tv/bananaduck. I'm fucking chilling, man. I'm a loner on James. I think y'all have been getting a little too used to seeing me roll with other people. This is James. And we pull up to people when we run into them, but ain't a constant. Ain't an always thing. It's a sometime. Your opinion on Jordans? Those are some of the only shoes I really pay attention to. Like, I almost, like, when GTA RP first started coming up, right? I was gonna buy the off-white Jordan all-white highs. And Anthony Z, who's a shoe guy, he was like, don't do that. I'm like, why? He's like, don't fucking spend that money on a pair of white shoes. And then that kind of put in my head just in general, like, don't spend that kind of money on shoes, period. Like, I don't spend any more than $100 on shoes, ever. Ever. All white forces, lows. High forces are over. Those, fuck it. If you're gonna wear highs, you get some J's. I just wear low white Air Forces with some white socks.
Bento. Shoes are cool. They're just not what I choose to spend my money on. Clothes in general. I dress cheap. Always have. Always have. Give me a good 10-pack of plain black t-shirts from Amazon for 20 bucks. Oh. But no, I do like good clothes. I've got some clothes that I've had for a minute now. I have a Carhartt work in progress long sleeve that I got for 75 bucks, which is, even to me now, insane for a shirt. That shirt has lasted. It still fits. It still looks good. It hasn't stretched. Solid. Like 3 years later. But the belief that expensive clothes equals quality clothes is fucking insane. Fashion is... It is what it is. Yeah, Carhartt's great. Carhartt's great, and it's funny for how basic their normal stuff is. Not in a bad way, not in like a critical way. But for how basic their normal stuff is, they have their work in progress branch, which is like their more trendy streetwear vibe. And it's fucking dope. Every time I see something from Carhartt work in progress, it catches my eye. Always catches my eye. They do well. They do good. I more or less just dress comfortable. I think that's why I like that streetwear has become so fucking popular. Like, it's just t-shirts and sweats and shorts and joggers. Like, it's comfy as fuck. I don't do uncomfortable fashion. Beauty is pain. Yeah, who gives a fuck? I'm not about it. My name was James Randall, and I'm gonna. Time is it? 3? Oh, I never ran those ads. Hey, I gotta run 3 minutes of ads. I was supposed to do this like 20 minutes ago. I'm still just kind of waking up. I was up late into the fucking night playing Cyberpunk. I'm fucking exhausted. I'm sleepy. I'm here. It's a vibe. Not a jeans guy? Nah. I hate pants. Such a pain in the ass. I like joggers. Joggers are suit pants or like straights. Samaram, thanks for the brand new sub. Didn't everyone boycott Carhartt a while ago? Conservatives. No boycott anything. They just want an opportunity to pay attention to. I could never quite get behind flip-flops though. Slides. Like I like a good pair of slides for like a slipper in the house. Also known as a house slipper or a house shoe. But I could never get into wearing them in public. Just having exposed feet in a city setting. What if I step on something? But it is funny, like, I love... One of my favorite ways to expose people, because I'm not, like, big on fashion, right? But I'm aware enough. One of my favorite ways to expose people when they're being critical of others' fashion, one of the best ways to expose that is when they're like, they see like socks and slides and shit, and they're like, really? Socks with sandals? And they just lose all credibility. Whenever someone claims to be
fucking with fashion in any sort of way, as soon as they criticize the socks and slides, they lose all credibility. That shit has been in for like 20 years, dude. He was wearing socks with his Gucci flip-flops. I guarantee you. No one's walking around in Gucci flip-flops with their fucking toes exposed. Bro, no. It's been socks and slides for God knows how long. Decades. Unless you're white as fuck and you're wearing sandals with a buckle poking your toes out, man. Good for you. Do your thing. But everyone else, socks and slides. Little buckled ass sandals. Little rough leather sandals. Come on. Like, Burn gets a pass. Burn wears flip-flops everywhere. Not slides. Flip-flops. Like proper, hippie, the man looks like white Jesus situation. Like, proper. You know? He was wearing socks with those. Concerning. That would look weird. I'd be uncomfortable. Socks with like a toe thong situation. Ooh, that just makes me like physically, it makes me like curl my toes. But socks and slides. If you have pretty toes, you get a pass to wear flip-flops. Nobody has pretty toes. Toes are gross. Toes are gross. Extremities? The only extremities that pass right now are hands. Men are finally getting our due for hands. Putting rings on, fucking painting our nails, vascular and shit. Ain't nobody got pretty toes. Toes are gross. Put some socks on. Put them on. You got little tater tots on the end of your feet. Then you paint them. Little painted tater tots. Uh-oh. Hit me so hard my game crashed. Yeah, if we're talking about like a hippy dippy, want to be like connected to the earth, grounded freedom thing, like let your toes fly. Like wear some flip flops, like, you know what I mean, like some Birkenstocks. That's cool, man. Like, but I don't need to look at it, and I don't wish to. Oh, I'm not kink shaming. We're not talking kinks. We're talking fashion. I don't give a fuck what you're attracted to. You could be like, man, that little corner of the pinky fingernail, woo, that shit gets me going. I'd be like, cool, man, good for you. But feet are gross. Is the server fucked? Well, did you the house? Quite partial to webbed feet. Just make your way down to like backwoods, rural Mississippi or something. You'll find a lot of that. You'll be all right. Yeah, I think the server straight up went down. I killed the server. I did it on purpose. Yeah, the server's down. The message I got was server crashed. Oh, fuck. Ugh. Travis Scott at the TwitchCon party. Banana. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. Yeah, I think the server's still down. We'll figure it out. Oh, Jesus Christ, bro. I stayed up way too late. I'm not surprised though. I'm addicted. Oh, goodney. Oh, goodney. Yeah, I'm addicted. Thanks for using my HelloFresh code, guys. That's pretty crazy. Overwatch 2 looks like... Guys, Overwatch 2 looks like it's going well. I was watching Poke play yesterday. He was fucking owning, dude. Playing a little Sombra. Flapping fools. What is Mel free? He's a lifer. This is such a cool picture, dude. That is such a cold picture. That's one of the best things that comes out of TwitchCon. All the photos. So good. So good. The server's crashed. What do we do? Travis Scott at the TwitchCon party. Rhetorical question, by the way. Please don't tell me to play this game, that game, the other game. You can tell me that, but I'm not going to listen. It's okay. You can do it. La, da, da. Da, da, da. Overwatch has been enjoyable for you because you don't give a shit if you win or lose as long as you have fun. It's perfect for that game. That game is perfect for that vibe. That's how I play Overwatch. Just straight up fucking quick play classic, bro. It's an arcade game. Love it. I still haven't touched Overwatch 2 though. Been too busy, too tired. Everyone on your team cares too much even in quick play. Turn off voice chat. Turn off everything. Vibe. Hypothetically, what would you play if the server's dead? Probably my couch. Travis Scott at the TwitchCon party. Wild RP James Randall win? I don't know. I might just hold off on Red Dead until Nopixel drops. I have no idea. I cannot wake up today. But it's only been like 3 hours. Do, 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 do. Go back to sleep? No. I command server now. No. Ugh. Any games you're looking forward to? Grand Theft Auto 6. When does Whippy get here? I don't even know how he's getting here. We got to figure something out.
Yeah, bro, there's hella fire.
Where does the gifted sub sound come from? Me and Sir did a cooking stream and almost burned our house down. In a grease fire. Chug a sparkling water for 20 gifted. Sure. I don't have any, but I'll get one. Easy. I like money. Glowy, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Coyle said 4.0 is going to be amazing. I believe him. 3.0 has been. I believe him. Round it up to 50. Easy. Get it. Is this the clip? This is not the clip. Classic. The quarantine streams were crazy, dude. So good, dude. Yeah, man, those quarantine streams were fucking wild. That blows my mind that that's 2 years ago. Like, holy fuck. That is just insane, man. Unbelievable. It's so vivid in my mind. Crazy times. It's wild how that, like, decision rerouted our lives entirely. Like, Seer, Andy, and I just went down to Austin to just, like, more or less, like, ride out the pandemic. Like, hey, let's get out of LA. Bet it's gonna get pretty apocalyptic. Let's go to the suburbs. Let's go to like bumfuck nowhere and just ride it out. And riding it out turned into like Seer joining OTK and just so much shit, man. Little decisions. Little decisions change so much. Ah, fuck. Oh, man. Classic. Yeah. Good times. Crazy, man. Good times. Yeah, I think over time when I stopped doing like cooking streams and like house streams and shit, I remember having to explain to my viewers like, hey, that was like my quarantine content. Like, I'm over that. Like, you're bored? Same. All the devs are at TwitchCon, bro. There's nobody to fix the server. Sierra's about to put water on it. Blow. I don't think he realized in the moment that it was a grease fire. I don't think we had connected those dots yet. He was in the mindset of, oh, the corn husks were too dry and caught on fire. And I was like, but what ignited them? And then I was like, wait a minute. It was the grease from the pork belly, because pork belly is insanely fatty. I was like, wait a minute, this is a fucking grease fire. I don't remember how we put it out. We didn't use a fire extinguisher. I think we reduced heat, like he said, turned it off entirely. We reduced heat, turned it off, and I think we just smothered it. I think we just closed it. Terrifying. Very fucking scary moment. Very scary moment. I'll never forget that shit. That was not our, it's so funny. That was not our first fire. That was not our only fire related incident. Will Neff came to visit and we had one of those stone fire pits that you pour fuel into, right? And it was me, Seer, and Will Neff sitting outside by the fire pit. And we were just chilling. And it was still lit, but it needed more fuel. So Will grabbed the plastic keyword plastic bottle of rubbing alcohol to pour onto the fire, onto the pit, refill it. Will's hand got a little too low. And we don't know if the fire went up into the bottle or if the fire burned through the side of the plastic bottle. But either way, Will's pouring the bottle and then bam, boom. And we all like recoil, and we're all recoiled, right? But we recoil, and I'm the first one to come out of it. Left side of my left ear is ringing, can't hear shit. I'm the first one to come out of the recoil. Will is in the corner on the couch, like this, like legs up on the couch, like huddled. And I go, "Are you okay?" And he doesn't answer. And I go, "Are you okay?" And he just goes and puts a thumb up. And then I look to my right, and where Seer was sitting, he's not there anymore. Seer just like got up and jetted. And I look back, and Seer's in the yard pacing back and forth. And I'm like, "Seer!" And he just pacing back and forth. Say his name again. "Seer!" He goes, "What? What?" I'm like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah." Everyone was fine. It was okay. Everyone was okay. But it, you know, we just could have easily as not been okay. Me and Will have the same perspective on it. We were so focused on being COVID safe and staying like a safe distance from each other and shit that we were not focused on any other safety. Yeah, our first Texas house was pretty crazy. Seer was stressed with the fire shit. Seer's an Iceman. Seer's chill. Seer and I both are really good in high pressure situations. And we've been through quite a few of them together. Quite a few. We've been through dogs running away, cats running away, literal fucking explosions, grease fires. What else? We've been through some shit. Uber drivers driving like maniacs. Been through some shit. See if we can get back on the server. Honestly, I might just say fuck it and take a day off if we can't get on. Just a cheeky little peace situation. Might. Knockout Genshin Hour 2? Not unless someone hosts me. Someone comes in with some fucking crazy 5K viewer heist or host? Yeah, I'll pop on a bounty. Is it Sunday? I thought it was Saturday. I thought it was Saturday all day until you said that. Yeah, if that bottle that we were using was glass or metal, we'd have been fucked. I think the only reason we all came out unscathed is it was a soft plastic bottle. Like, you know, it could have been really bad. Still so funny though. Not good funny, but very funny. I'm so glad it wasn't on stream. For fuck's sake, like the last thing I'd need would be like my two biggest clips. One of them be me almost burning my house down, and the other one me blowing up a bottle of rubbing alcohol. That'd be something else. Game you'd like to play if not RP? On stream? Nothing really. I don't really stream video games. They gotta be really, they gotta be real fucking specific. The list of games I like to stream is so short. My channel didn't really take off until I stopped streaming games and started streaming roleplay. Quitting video games was one of the best things I ever did for my career. Going back to them is just meh. But from time to time, it works. Ever get into sim racing? Nah, but I think I would. I think I'd enjoy it. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, Nopixel is gone forever. Oh well, back to Jimmy John's. I like this song a lot. Just looking at TwitchCon stuff on Twitter. The VTuber cars are so sick. A Lambo and an R8 with VTuber wraps. Someone broke their back. Yep. Yep. At some challenge event, they jumped off a podium into a foam pit, and it turns out it wasn't a foam pit. It was a fake foam pit. They broke their back. I hope she didn't sign a waiver. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes from that. She's having her surgery now. I hope, I would imagine she probably did sign a waiver, and there's probably nothing that can happen. Unfortunately. Knowing how those things go. Yeah, it wasn't a real foam pit. in other words. It looked like a foam pit, but was not one. Shazam always gives you the wrong songs. There's another one that's better. Shazam Shazam is not accurate anymore. Shazam is good for like Billboard shit. Anything slightly obscure, it shits the bed. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I just hope she's okay. Any favorite TwitchCon Nopixel bits? It was dope. Finally meeting Crystal, Wise Guy. It was good seeing people again that I hadn't seen in... I hadn't seen Jar Jar in like... probably like a year. Not longer. What else? I mean, there was a lot. Bunch of people. Bunch of people I'd never met before. A bunch of people I haven't seen in ages. I reconnected with a couple people outside of Nopixel, which was tight. I think one of the weirdest things about a convention is like walking down the street and hearing somebody yell your name. It's so weird. That happened a few times. Is Whippy kicking it with you after? Yeah, Whippy's supposed to be coming here Tuesday. I'm not entirely certain how he's getting here. One option is I drive out Monday night, stash the car somewhere, and then drive back with him on Tuesday. Another option is he just like hops in like an Uber or something. I don't know. I'll ask him what he prefers, because I can do another TwitchCon drive. Another San Diego drive. I just need somewhere to stay on Monday night if that's what we're doing. Yeah, since the server's down, I think what I'll do is I'll take the rest of the day off and then plan Whippy's visit. Get his bed, get his sheets and stuff. Figure out how he's gonna get here. Yeah, I'll probably take the day to do that. Ideally, I don't want to take today, tomorrow, and Tuesday off, so I'd like to find a way for him to get here himself. I might just suggest he fly. Yeah, that's what I'll do today. I'll go figure that out. I'll take my own little day off for TwitchCon. Everybody else gets a weekend off. I'll go take today off. Fuck it, maybe I'll jet out to San Diego. Don't have to worry about traffic. Rush hour traffic, it's Sunday. I say that jokingly, but what's traffic looking like? Not bad at all. I'll think about it. Could even do it tonight or some shit. Holiday weekend traffic? What holiday? It's October 9th. TwitchCon? Indigenous Peoples Day. Oh, is that that a work holiday? Do people get work off for that? Should. Government holiday, bank holiday, whatever they fucking call them. All right. Anyway, yeah, Nopixel's down. I'm fucking tired. I gotta get some planning done for Whippy coming to visit in a couple days. So I'm just gonna go do that. I'm okay with that. I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably. If not Tuesday, if not Wednesday. I don't fucking know. I don't plan anything. You know how it is. I'll be back. I know that much. Bye bye.